It's been confirmed that a new virus that has killed 3 people and has been spreading across China can be passed from person to person, not just from animals.
China? It's miles away. Who gives a f***?
The outbreak centres on the city of Wuhan.
Never heard of it.
Population 11 million.
Never heard of them.
Where the source is thought to be a seafood market.
Never even been there. Why are you telling me this anyway? Stop wasting my time.
Cases of coronavirus have now been confirmed in Thailand.
Thailand? Basically the same as China, isn't it?
It's now been confirmed for the first time in Hong Kong.
Doesn't bother me, that's just next door to China.
Now, in South Korea, officials say the number of new coronavirus cases has more than doubled.
South Korea, that is the same as China.
North Korea continues to claim it has 0 confirmed coronavirus cases.
There you go, stopped already. Never even left China.
There have been 2 confirmed cases of coronavirus in France.
I didn't know France was in China.
The clinical advice is that the risk to the public remains low.
There you go, it's low risk. Back to my day job, licking door handles. This one is from a shopping mall toilet.
China has rolled out probably the most ambitious and I would say agile and aggressive disease containment effort in history.
Come to think of it though, thanks to the mask, you can't actually see his lips move, so the Chinese could have dubbed all this praise on. He could be saying anything. Look.
Hello everybody, thanks for coming. My name is Mr. McBumcake. I bake bum cakes for a living.
I'm 49 years old.
Health officials here in the UK still are of the view that this could be contained. In other words, that the number of cases in countries like the UK might be in the dozens.
Dozens? That's nothing! This one, incidentally, is from a Wuhan waiting room.
Coronavirus is of concern. It's a novel illness, but it's something that this country really amply has the resources to deal with. We have state-of-the-art testing facilities. We have a fantastic NHS.
There you go, ample resources for the NHS. 350 million a week of them, in fact, thanks to the super bus. It's got a boot full of protective masks, you know. This whole thing is going to be a breeze.
There now follows a ministerial broadcast from the Prime Minister.
From this evening, I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home.
Christ, OK, but is there going to be something more cheerful to watch?
I urge you, at this moment of national emergency, to stay at home, protect our NHS and save lives.
Don't know about you, but I preferred his earlier, funnier material.
A fortnight ago, London was a throbbing global city. Tonight, it's reduced to providing life support.
No sooner had the lockdown begun than reporters ran outdoors to see what a world where you weren't allowed outdoors was like.
The shops are closed, the theatres are dark, the bars are shut.
The reporters also found some people who found following the rules difficult.
What are you doing here tonight?
I'm doing my YouTube channel.
A YouTube channel?
Yeah, I got my YouTube channel.
Do you think you should really be out?
Yeah.
Going out and filming in the middle of the street, that's not essential. I'm glad you filmed him doing that. Although, come to think of it, he could have been saying anything. Look.
Hello, I am Mr. Bum. I am from the planet Bum Bottom. I have a stinky bum.
I'm 50 next year.
Be sure to vote in our poll tonight. How would you grade President Trump's leadership in the nation's fight against the Wuhan Chinese virus?
Despite Trump's unusual statements, his popularity rating has remained roughly as stable as he's not.
USA! USA!
In alarming scenes, some of his more heavily armed, freedom-loving fans gathered to demand an end to social distancing measures which have closed shopping malls and cinemas across America, thereby crippling its mass shooting industry. Meanwhile, in Britain, a cheerier demonstration was the weekly nationwide clap-along, a noisy, cathartic outburst in which millions put their hands together for nurses, carers, supermarket staff and delivery drivers. Also bringing the nation together, King Elizabeth the Queen delivered a stirring address to the nation, reminding us all that whether you live in an opulent castle or just a mere palace, we're all in this together.
Better days will return. We will be with our friends again. We will be with our families again. We will meet again.
Oh, that's a lovely sentiment, but hang on a minute, that sign language interpreter is far too close. Move away from Her Majesty immediately. The regal intervention was a sign that the crisis really was as unprecedented as they kept telling us. And all the while, the number of victims continued to climb and the daily statistics grew steadily grimmer, and we grew accustomed to seeing tragedy upon tragedy depicted in the form of emotionless charts. Amongst all this, are there any rays of hope? And does hope have rays anyway? Well, I suppose for one thing, in my youth I watched a lot of apocalyptic TV shows, things like Day of the Triffids, and in those, society always descended into looting and destruction within about 5 minutes, whereas now, that hasn't actually happened, yet. Instead, you're more likely to be stuck indoors watching Tiger King or Quiz or sketching rainbows or applauding the NHS out the window. And those are the sort of things that don't tend to happen in dystopian dramas. There's been more unity than dramatists like me might have expected, which is what we need. So to wear my earnest hat for a moment, whoever and however you are, do hold on, because we need you. Oh, that felt disgusting.